Trump says he's not backing down on trade tariffs, and China says it will fight to the end. All the while, both sides are threatening each other with an escalating series of trade levies. Essentially, two multi-trillion-dollar economies playing a big game of economic chicken. To understand what's going on, it's probably worth going a week back to get the full timeline of these levies, because they've all become a bit convoluted. First off, last Wednesday, Trump stands up in the Rose Garden at the White House and gives his now infamous speech announcing his package of global tariffs. He slaps an extra 34% levy on China. That's in addition to an existing 20%, so 54% total. He claimed at the time that China was ripping the USA off with so-called tariffs charged to the USA, done by his own White House calculations. And then, to make matters more dramatic, China responded with their own like-for-like 34% retaliatory tariffs on the US imports. China's Ministry of Commerce said at the time, the US practice is inconsistent with international trade rules, seriously damages China's legitimate rights and interests, and is a typical unilateral bullying practice. In response to this, Trump warned on Friday, China played it wrong. They panicked, and it was the one thing they could not afford to do. Trump has since hit back, calling these retaliatory tariffs abuse of the US, and has threatened to cut off all trade negotiations with China. And this week, the US president is threatening to chuck an extra 50% extra tariffs on top of the existing levies. That would bring the total to more than 100%. China's Ministry of Commerce has called these extra threats blackmail, and has promised to resolutely take countermeasures. And some economists are predicting that if there is a dramatic breakdown in US-China trade, UK consumers could end up benefiting, so the market could be more full of cheaper goods, but this could hurt UK businesses if essentially they're having to compete with an influx of goods from China. So Trump might have hoped that he could use these tariffs as a blunt instrument to force through trade policy on his own terms, but in an increasingly multipolar world, there are economies such as China who are willing to bite back. And for everything you need to know about this story as it develops, head to cityam.com.